park and have been repeatedly harassing fishermen in the area by confiscating their boats and nets, which are essential for their livelihoods. Honorable Speaker, communities of Watamu and Dabaso Ward have been aggrieved by the fact that most of the revenue derived from the marine parks in the area is collected and utilized solely by KWS rather than also being invested in the corporate social responsibility initiatives. Additionally, the Mida Creek landing sites remain ungazetted, hence landowners bordering it claim ownership of the riparian area, thereby hindering activities by the fishing communities. Local residents also face restricted access to the beach as investors have been permitted to fence up to the mangrove forests. Honorable Speaker, it is against this background that I request for a statement from the chairperson of the departmental committee on 1. Efforts being made by the Ministry of Tourism and Wildlife to enforce a 50-50 revenue sharing deal between the Watamu Marine National Park and the Kilifi County government. And 2, an inquiry into the utilization of funds the Kenya Wildlife Services in management of Watamu Marine National Park and recommendation for corporate social responsibility initiatives within the local community. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Chair, Tourism and Wildlife. Any member of that committee, Wildlife Committee. In the absence of the chair and a member, and now that the majority, Honorable Baya is the one asking the question. I think now you stand in your capacity as majority leader and give a commitment to the House.
Interesting, Honorable Speaker, very interesting times these are. But Honorable Speaker, I want to request, on behalf of the committee, to tell them that they must, to tell them, and I promise the House that they will, bring the communication in 2 weeks' time. I think that's the standard, Speaker. But I also want to urge chairpersons. They know Wednesday mornings is a time when we, chairperson, the leadership is here. The leadership is here.
Honorable Owen Baya,
yes.
You know, in this House, I mean, it's a learning process. I would like you to stand and just withdraw. What you said, especially concerning that you are going to tell the chair, and then I'll make a statement. Honorable Hohenbayer.
Okay, withdraw, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you.
Honorable Speaker.
Thank you.
A response will be given in 2 weeks.
Okay, thank you.
A response will be given in 2 weeks.
Okay, thank you very much. Honorable members, I order. Next is the Honorable Silvana. Sosoro, Member of Parliament, South Mugirango. You may table the response to the statement. You may now proceed to the next one. Response to the Honorable Beatrice Kemei.
Yeah, so, well guided, Madam Speaker, I will table one statement from Honorable Silvana Sosoro as you guided.
Please table
Silvana Sosoro as you guided.
Please table the one first, and then you can proceed to the other for the purpose of order. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. In regards to the statement being sought by the Member of Parliament for Kericho County, Honorable Beatrice Kemei, who in particular did did sort status of investigation into the murder of Mr. Joshua Mutai, including effort to apprehend the primary suspect. 2, the immediate measures implemented to safeguard residents of the Sogowet ward, particularly ward village elders who feel apprehensive about executing their duties. Initiative that the ministry has taken to enhance the security of local administrators across the country, and the long-term measures to support and enumerate village elders in recognition and support of their contribution to the grassroots administration. Madam Speaker, I respond as follows. Madam Speaker, on the 6th February 2024, Mr. Joshua Mutai, the now deceased, in the village elder of Kapkayo village, was sent by the Assistant Chief of the Kibineti sublocation, Mr. David Lagat, to deliver a summons issued by the Kericho County Children's Office to Franklin Kipkoech, alias Samuel, the prime suspect in the murder. The summons pertained to a complainant of a child neglect and abuse where Mr. Franklin was alleged to have neglected and assaulted his 12-year-old son, Nelson Kipngeno Cheriot. On the following day, Mr. Franklin reported to Kericho County Children's Office that he had been arrested by police officers from the Kibineti police post in connection with a child neglect and assault case. He was subsequently charged before the Chief Magistrate Court in Kericho on the 9th February 2024, vide CR 746, 31st 2024, CFE 344/24. However, on the 13th March, same year, the case was withdrawn under Section 204 of the Criminal Procedure Code, following a reconciliation in which Mr. Franklin sought forgiveness from both his wife, Mrs. Winnie Chepkoech, and his son. It later emerged that Mr. Franklin had been displeased with the action of the village elder, one Mr. Joshua Mutai, now the deceased, for delivering the summons to him. He reportedly held a grudge against him, although the deceased never reported any threat to his life to the police station, which could have warranted further investigation. On the 21st April, 2025, the chief of Kabaneti location, John Kemei, reported the Sundu police station that there was a lifeless body of a male adult that had been discovered lying at Mwembe village. The police officers from Sundu police station, accompanied by the DCI crime scene investigation officers, visited the scene, where it was established that the lifeless body was that of Mr. Joshua Mutai, who had been murdered at an unknown time during the night of the 20th April 2025. The body had deep cuts at the back and left side of the head, with both legs dismembered at the ankle. The scene was processed and documented, and the body moved to the mortuary for preservation. The preliminary investigation identified Franklin Koech as the prime suspect in the murder. Police officers proceeded to his home to arrest him, but he was not found. As such, of the suspects across the country, the government has implemented several measures to enhance the security of chiefs and assistant chiefs due to increasing threats, especially from criminal gangs during conflict situation. These measures include, and so important actually, Madam Speaker, is the launch of the National Government Administration Police Unit. The officers will be accompanying the officers during their duties. So, Madam Speaker, this is a unit, a formed-up unit, which was just launched recently, which will help our Ngao officers when they're executing and performing their duties. Officers in crime-prone areas are allowed to apply for private firearms, and chiefs undergo regular training in conflict resolution and the personal security and intelligence gathering to better handling of threats in their areas. The ministry has deployed multi-agency rapid response units in hotspots, especially in areas prone to cattle rustling, banditry, or land conflicts. Chiefs are supposed through Nyumba Kumi initiative to promote community-based vigilance, which helps identify and report threats. And in security-prone regions like part of the North Rift and the coastal counties, more security personnel has been deployed to reinforce local administration. Honorable Speaker, lastly, on the long-term measures, the village elders play an important role in the local governance, community leadership, and dispute resolution, both in rural and urban areas. They are respected members of the community and chosen for their wisdom, experience, and integrity. My ministry is currently developing the village elders policy, which will provide, among others, the remuneration of the village elders. And Madam Speaker, I can as well add, as a house, we are aware of the bill, which is before this house, which was co-sponsored by the late Malulu, still talking on the issues of the village elders so that we can able to legislate and have them recognized and remunerated. Thank you, Madam Speaker. I submit.
Thank you very much, Chairperson. I would like to give a chance to the Honorable Beatrice Kemei. Is the response satisfactory?
Okay, thank you, Madam Speaker. I appreciate the chairman for this response. However, Madam Speaker, it is not satisfactory. I'm not convinced, Madam Speaker, with this fact that there is so much delay. You know, when from February to date, that is like 5 or 6 months, investigations still going on, and there's nothing that has come forth. And Honorable Speaker, I want to also add that people or residents are still in fear because of this guy that is still out. So, Honorable Speaker, I feel something more should be done. And then, Honorable Speaker, I wish we can also ask the administration, the issues of reconciliation is okay, but looking at the fact that this guy and the village elder died, it tells us that it was not in good faith. So sometimes we need to go further than that. And I still insist the residents are living in fear. And Honorable Speaker, the issues about the chiefs applying for firearms and all that to tighten the security, I appreciate. But now, what about the village elders? Because these are the people in the ground. So I feel the ministry should do more, not the chiefs or the Ngawas is actually spoken, but we have the village elders down there. And then finally, Honorable Speaker, about the remuneration. There is no function that personally I attend and they don't ask what we've done as National Assembly, what the government is saying. So you realize that as much as the lobbying is going on, it's not given maybe the timing. You know, when we are told he's doing it or the government is doing this, but when? So I feel we need to get the timeline. Otherwise, I need to get more from the chair. When is this timeline? Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Chair, clearly the response is not satisfactory to the Honorable Member for Bomet. What would you like to say? For Kericho.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. First, I want to really appreciate the frustration of the Honorable colleague member. Of course, we understand when a member of society dies under such circumstances is very troubling. But at the same time, we must appreciate the complexity of investigation. At times, it's very hard to really outrightly give the timelines. But what I want to undertake is to commit that the DCI department are going to expedite the process and make sure that the culprit is brought to books. On the issue of the village elders, I think I'd made it very clear that besides the policy from the ministry, which the minister had stated very clearly, we still have a bill before this House, Madam Speaker, that all of us as a House should be able really to fast track it so that these very important members of the society, the village elders, we can have them recognized in law so that we can able to really remunerate them. And I think it's upon all of us as a House to fast track that bill, Madam Speaker.
Can we give these timelines? Can we say that in the next 1 month, so that she also, the Honorable Member has information to take back to the people who have elected her. So can we give it 1 more month?
Yeah, I will try, Madam Speaker.
In 1 month?
Yes.
In that 1 month, you will bring a report to this House regarding whether the matter has been handled. Thank you.
Well guided, Madam Speaker.
Honorable members, before we move to the next, seated in the public gallery this morning, we have students from DON, St. Philip's JSS School from Imenti North Constituency, Meru County. We have students from Mitero Silver Springs Academy, St. Clair Catholic School, Sigowet Soin Constituency in Kericho County. And seated in the speakers gallery this morning, we have PAG Jerusalem GSS students from Chesumei, Nandi County. And I would like to give a chance to the member for Kericho County to welcome those students to the house. All students are welcome, but please proceed to welcome all of them for us from different constituencies.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I want to take this particular moment to welcome students who have visited this honorable house from different parts of this country. It is very important for students to know what is going on. Honorable Speaker, when we were in school, we used to debate, and talking of Madam Speaker, but there was no Madam Speaker, it was only Mr. Speaker. I don't know why there was no Madam Speaker by then. So whatever they are doing in school, the debating club, they have come here to see in reality. So I want to ask the students to work very hard. We were also students one day. We worked hard, and that is why we are in this honorable house. I wish them well, even as they prepare for the end of the year exam in different capacities. I pray for them, and I ask them to be disciplined. And as I stand, Honorable Speaker, I also want to say, girls, to work hard and to leave early pregnancies, abortion, and anything that is related with them, with that, Honorable Speaker. And I ask the community to take care of our students. Boy child is endangered, and we pray that in school they work hard and they be protected. Honorable Speaker, once more, I welcome them. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Member for Kericho County, for those kind words of welcome to our students. Now we will move to the response to the Honorable Walter Owino, Member of Parliament Awendo, and the response will be given by the Honorable Kiragu. You may proceed, Honorable Kiragu.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I have the statement that is signed by the chair of
trace the Honorable Walter Owino. Oh yeah, you are in the house. You may proceed.
Yes. Honorable Speaker, the member for Awendo, Honorable Walter Owino, MP, requested for a statement from the chairperson of the Department Committee on Transport and Infrastructure regarding the safety of road users along the Isebania Kisii Ahero Road, addressing the following. 1. The steps being undertaken by the Ministry of Roads and Transport to erect speed bumps along the Isebania Kisii Ahero Road, particularly from Ruerin and Awendo town centers, to regulate high-speed vehicles on the road. 2, the measures put in place to ensure the safety of road users along the said road, especially for the student, teachers, and staff who require pedestrian pathways for safe crossing. Near Kisii Ahero Road to a dual carriage being a significant link to A1 Road traversing various countries. Honorable Speaker, the committee received a written response from the Ministry of Roads and Transport on 14th May 2025 and now wish to make the following comment. 1, regarding the steps being undertaken by the Ministry of Roads and Transport to erect speed bumps along the Isebania Kisii Ahero Road, particularly from Ranen to Awendo town centers, to regulate high-speed vehicles on the road. The ministry submitted that there are 2 complete sets of bumps with the Rambo's strips on each approach between Ranen and Awendo towns that have been installed to regulate vehicle speeds, enhance safety, and facilitate safe pedestrian crossing. The ministry, through the Kenya National Highway Authority, KENHA, will install additional speed controls measures, including road signs in the maintenance contract to commence in the financial year 2025-2026. 2, Madam Speaker, regarding the measures put in place to ensure the safety of road users along the said road, especially for the students, teachers, and staff who require pedestrian pathways for safe crossing, the ministry submitted that pedestrian pathways have been provided at Awendo Bridge. Currently, road markings is ongoing to demarcate the designated pedestrian crossings point clearly. 3, regarding plans to upgrade the Isibania-Kisii-Ahero Road to a dual carriage, the ministry submitted that considerations for dualing the road will be done when traffic surveys justify the need. The section between Kisii town and Suneka has been dualed to accommodate the high volume of traffic. Madam Speaker, I now go to summary of the payment status for the Isebania-Kisii-Ahero road projects. For Lot 1, covering the Kisii to Isebania, the contractor is China Henan International Corporation Group Limited. The contract sum is for 8,597,817,890.74 cents. And the revised contract is 14,53,834,471.12 cents. The amount certified is 13,978,202,354.54 cents. The amount paid is 11,186,268,715.73 cents, and the amount outstanding is 2,781,933,639. Lot 2, Madam Speaker, covering Ahero to Kisii, the contractor is the Third Engineering Bureau of China City Construction Group Company Limited. The contract sum is Kenya shillings 9,467,000,000 and 4,191.1 cents, and the revised contract sum is 13,883,459,815.23 cents. The amount certified is Kenya shillings 13,883,459,815.23 cents. The amount paid is Kenya shillings 12,988,328,691.10 cents, and the amount outstanding is 895,124.1 cents. Honorable Speaker, that's the statement. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Kiragu, on behalf of your chairman for Transport and Infrastructure Committee. The Honorable Walter Wino, is this response satisfactory?
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for the opportunity. I want to thank the committee for the response. However, I am not satisfied, Honorable Speaker, because they are talking of having erected 2 bumps on a road, Madam Speaker, of 4 kilometers. So you can imagine 4-kilometer road with 2 bumps. Those bumps are not effective. The road has continued being very dangerous. Even as late as last evening, we had accidents on the same road. So I would want to request the ministry to kindly send their officers to go on that road and assess, look at what is happening physically on the ground. The 2 bumps are not enough. Secondly, they are talking of having put the pathways at the bridge. We requested them to put pathways covering this matter, Madam Speaker. Thank you. This matter, Madam Speaker. Thank you.
So I'll give a, does this concern you also, member for Kwanza? Would you like to also weigh in? Yes, please proceed.
Madam Speaker, I just want to agree with my colleague. I think let's pass a resolution in this House that this ministry and, of course, the Department of Roads regularly checks on the roads. You'll find the roads actually when you are driving is so unsafe, even where you're going, Madam Speaker. So therefore, I think I want to agree with my colleague that the Ministry of Roads actually be able to go regularly and check on some of the roads. In fact, my place, you'll find that the bridge is broken, there's no marking, and so it becomes very dangerous for even those who have not used that particular road. You'll find yourself landing into a ditch or a bridge. So I think this, as a House, have time to tell these people, even if it means give them deadlines, so they can regularly check on the roads. Some of these people are just sitting in the offices doing nothing, but actually earning the salaries, taxpayers' money. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Kiragu.
Madam Speaker, I seriously take the comments given by my very good friends. And Madam Speaker, on matter of bumps, it is true that they help on matters of safety. But Madam Speaker, it's also good to know that bumps also have been known actually to cause accident, particularly to some people when they are not properly marked. So I take your statement seriously. We will make sure that the ministry or the department concerned will undertake a revised safety evaluation of the sections that have been mentioned so that we provide safe ways of transport between those areas, and particularly those areas where the students have to cross. I thank you.
So I would like to encourage further engagement with the committee so that you're able to invite the Honorable Walter Owino, member for Awendo, especially on the day that you are dealing with the Director General. This is Kenha, right? Honorable Kiragu, is this a Kenha or Kera Road?
It is a Kenha.
Yeah.
And Madam Speaker, I would suggest that, in fact, my good friend, it would be good also for the committee to be traveling to those areas so that we also get to acquit ourselves to these real problems that our people are facing, particularly on matter safety, Madam Speaker.
So that we close this subject, I would like to ask you, as a representative of the chair, to do a further engagement with the DG Kenha concerning this particular road, Isbania, Kisii, Ahero, bearing in mind that there are so many accidents as it has been reported by the Honorable Member. Anything out of order, Honorable Dorothy Kiara? What is out of order?
Speaker, I just wanted to say this is a very important matter of national importance, Honorable Speaker, and the matter of safety on our roads should be taken very, very seriously. Honorable Speaker, we have continued to lose life, especially along the highways.
Honorable Dorothy, what you are saying is important. Unfortunately, the way we transact business is that we had already closed. But I hope you'll get another opportunity in the future to engage on the safety of roads. Thank you. Or also you may take an opportunity also to present on a road which is of concern to you. Thank you very much. Next order.
Order number 8, motion, implementation of the universal health coverage and of a policy on mandatory use of public health care facilities by public officers. Resumption of debate.
Thank you. It's good that to see the Honorable Sabina Chege is in the House. On this motion, the Honorable Janet Sitiene had a balance of 8 minutes. Since she is not in the House, now the debate is open for any other member who may want to contribute on this matter. So, honorable members, I see that there are several people on the screen. Those who are interested on the matter of this motion on UHC, you may hit the intervention button. I just call the Honorable Dr. Makali Molu, member for Kitui Central, not on this subject. The Honorable Charles Ngusia Nguna, member for Mwingi West, CNN, not on this matter. Honorable Dorothy Kiara, nominated member, is it on this matter of UHC?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I want to weigh in this very important motion by my sister, Honorable Sabina Chege. Honorable Speaker, when we talk about health coverage, and more so universal health coverage in this country, we have very pertinent questions, Honorable Speaker, that we should be asking ourselves. What comes into my mind, Honorable Speaker, it is where did we go wrong as a country? This motion is tracking us back to the years, back to the 60s, 70s, 80s, when we never used to have the many hospitals that we have today, which are private in the name. And Honorable Speaker, it is important to note that during the 70s, we used to have government-maintained run hospitals, which were doing very well. And Honorable Speaker, as we went down the lane and thinking that we are becoming more advanced, we started ruining these institutions ourselves as leaders, Honorable Speaker, such that we withdrew slowly by slowly those that felt we were a little bit endowed and started visiting private entities. And because of that, Honorable Speaker, the public institutions were left at the mercy of no one. Honorable Speaker, the question that we must be asking ourselves today, we as leaders, and I want to strongly say it is good that Honorable Sabina Chege is proposing mandatory usage of government institutions. But for real, the first steps that we must undertake, it should start from us. We should have a strong undertaking that what is it that we can do so that we make these institutions the most favorable institutions and destination of choice for all of us when we are sick. Honorable Speaker, it is very pathetic that today, if you go to most of the public institutions, you'll find queues running there, you'll find people in hospitals, but you realize that they are not getting the services that they deserve. Honorable Speaker, it is up to us as leaders today to make very deliberate moves to ensure that these public institutions that we are talking about, one, they are properly maintained. And I want to bet and say most of the public institutions have the best doctors. But doctors in hospitals where they don't have the necessary equipment, machines, to treat their patients. And all of us know you cannot go to an institution where you know you'll not get the intended services. So, Honorable Speaker, I want to challenge us as leaders. Let us now brace ourselves, sit down, and become very intentional in how we want these public institutions to be run. And I want to go on record, Honorable Speaker. Today, as I'm talking here, I want to say these public institutions are improving tremendously. Like me, if I get sick today, I go to Meru General Hospital. Meru General Hospital today is a public institution which is being run very professionally. It has the best doctors, and this is what will draw us, all of us, to use these public institutions. Honorable Speaker, we also must ask ourselves as legislators, do we have these public institutions across the country? Do we have level 5 hospitals in all our counties? Do we have properly maintained level 4 hospitals in all our sub-counties? Are they properly equipped, Honorable Speaker? Are the doctors in those hospitals well motivated so that when we go there, we'll meet a very motivated workforce? Honorable Speaker, if we can be able to gather or gun all this, I don't see the reason why we should not be attracted to those institutions, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, as I support this motion, I want to say, let it not be a motion. Let us make this a reality. If we as public servants, and more so we, the people's representatives, start using public hospitals, Honorable Speaker, what we use as leaders, the citizens will believe it is the best. So we must be very deliberate, make the first move of ensuring that these institutions are attractive, these institutions have the best professions, these institutions can provide, they can be able to provide us with the treatment that we require. And Honorable Speaker, if people in my village know I use the Meru General Hospital for my treatment, and that is where I take even my children, there is no reason why the public will not be able to go there also. So, Honorable Speaker, I want to say I support the motion, and I want us to move from it being a motion and make it a reality. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much. The Honorable Rueda Obo, member for Lamu East.
Asante Bispika. Nami nichukue nafasi hii nimpongeze Mheshimiwa Sabina Tiege kwa kuleta mswada huu. Kwa hakika ni jambo la maana sana. Na ni kama kutuamsha. Lilikuwa lifanywe kitambo zaidi. Lakini sasa ni kama kutuamsha. Naomba inshallah hawa implementation committee ifuatilie jambo hili na liwe lenye kufanyika. Kusema la ukweli, rais wetu mpendwa ana nia mzuri na nchi. Na hili jambo la insurance ni jambo zuri. Kila Mkenya akipata hii insurance sisi tutakuwa na utajiri. Manake sana michango ilikuwa inatuumiza. Sasa yeye amepanga mipangilio, sio kwamba wale walioko makazini peke yake ndio wanapata hii huduma. Hata wale mama mboga, hata watu wa bodaboda ambao hawajaandikwa kazi wanaweza kuwa kupata hii insurance, bora tu wajiandikishe. Na ni vizuri tuangalie mbele ili hili jambo lifanikiwe. Baadaye sisi kuna maisha baada ya siasa. Hatutakuwa hapa bunge siku zote, lakini tutakuwa tumeweka miundo misingi ya vizazi vijazo. Hizi sasa ni kufanyia bidii, sio kulipinga. Kufanyia bidii vipi? Kama huu mswada umekuja na Mheshimiwa Sabina, itaboresha. Na tusianze kusema, tunasema tuanze na action sisi wenyewe hata kabla huu mswada kumalizwa au implementation committee kufanya chochote. Sisi wenyewe kama wabunge tutoe mfano. Kama mtu amekuwa mgonjwa, tuanze kwenda. Ndio zile hospitali zitaboreshwa. Kwa mfano mimi nikiwa mgonjwa nende King Fahad Hospital pale Lamu au nende Faza Hospital. Mimi nishawahi kwenda Faza Hospital. Na kusema kweli mambo yanafanyika. Ni kuboreshwa sasa yawe vizuri zaidi. Nimekuwa na mzigo mkubwa pale Coast General Hospital. Coast General Hospital recently mimi hii wiki iliyopita nimekuwa na wagonjwa wawili ICU. na nimehakikisha, nimethibitisha mimi mwenyewe, inalipwa kila kitu. SHA imelipa kila kitu. Sasa vile anasema Mheshimiwa Sabina, kama kuna pahali serikali inaweka mkono wako wewe ndio upate hii insurance, basi mwanzo uende kwa hospitali za public, za serikali hizi. So kuna haja ya kuboresha pia, kuhimiza watu wote waende kule. Kwa mfano, kuna wakati mwanzo huu msaada utatusaidia sisi sana watu wa Lamu. Kivipi? Kuna wakati kuna mtoto wa mtu fulani anajulikana sana Kenya, alikuja Lamu kujivinjari, akaenda kule Shela. Kule Shela kwa bahati mbaya akaanguka. Alipoanguka akabidi apelekwe hospitali ya King Fahad. Wakati huo ilikuwa haina oxygen. Ilibidi watafute njia za usiku kuja kumchukua yule mgonjwa. Na pahali kama Lamu ikifika saa 12 hakuna usafiri wa aina yoyote. Ndege jua likikuchwa haina ruhusa kuland pale, kutua pale Manda Airport. Barabara kuna curfew, huwezi enda. So Lamu imefungwa baada ya saa 12, hakuna njia yoyote ya kutoka Lamu na kuingia Lamu. Sasa ikiwa na mambo kama hayo, kitokea na dharura, tuseme emergency, huwa ni shida. Kama hiyo ilitokea, ilibidi tungangane kupata clearances, abebwe, ikachelewa na ndio alifariki. Na mengi yametokea kama hivyo. Ilikuwa sisi paka tuende Kilifi au Coast General. Lakini kwa sasa kwa mipangilio hii iliyoko, mambo yameanza kuboreshwa. Pale King Fahad pia nishukuru gavana wetu na serikali kuu wameshirikiana, sasa kuna oxygen plant. Na sasa yataka isonge kule Faza pia, kwa sababu zile shida zetu, changamoto zetu za kitofauti pale kwa sababu ya visiwa, kwa pia King Fahad nao ipate oxygen plant, ifike paka Kiunga, kwa sababu hakuna sababu ya kukosa kufanya hayo. Kwa sababu ya nini?
Mheshimiwa Ruwaida, wajua kwa hili bunge linakutegemea sana kwa lugha ya Kiswahili. Sasa hii oxygen plant ningependa uiliseme kwa Kiswahili. Nimekusikia pia ukisema hospitali ya public, angalau hiyo najua ni ya umma. Kwa hivyo mimi ningependa uzungumze lugha ya Kiswahili sanifu, kwa sababu tunakutegemea. Endelea na mswada wako. Endelea na kuzungumza.
Asante.
Kuna dakika chache zimebaki, lakini usituchanganye na Kizungu.
Kiswahili kina ile inasema kama kitu hakuna kwa Kiswahili, oxygen tunaweza kusema oxygen. Unaweza kugeuza hivyo. Akiwanda cha oxygen naweza kusema hivyo. Lakini alikuwa nataka kunafanya Google awe rafiki yangu, lakini bahati mbaya sina time sahihi na hakuna mtu wangu karibu hapa akaniangalilia. Sasa hospitali hizi za zetu tulizonazo za umma, kama nimesema, sahihi SHA inatoa pesa, inaenda kwa zile hospitali, haiendi kwa hospitali ile ya county. Inaenda kila hospitali, zahanati zozote zilioko inaenda. Sasa kama kwa mfano pale kwangu Kiunga, kwa mara ya kwanza SHA imepeleka milioni 4. Wakati wote ilikuwa hizo nyuma county ikipeleka 250,000. Sasa 250,000 ilikuwa haikidhi mahitaji. Lakini sasa wamepata milioni 4, ni wajitahidi wanunue vitu, hospitali iboreshwe, na ndio tuweke hizi sheria ngumu ya kusema mtu yoyote wa county, sisi yoyote anaolipwa na pesa ya serikali asiende hospitali za kibinafsi, uende hospitali zile. Na tukiweka hivi, hizi hospitali haraka zitakuwa mzuri. Manake ukiangalia mtu wa Kiunga aambiwe lazima aende hospitali ya Kiunga. Sasa yule daktari mwenyewe pia yake wa mgonjwa hata kuwa pale. Hao ward administrators wale wanaofanya kazi pale mahospidi manini wote wakue pale. Kila mtu atakuwa kwa upande wake, atahakikisha ile hospitali imekuwa mzuri. Hospitali zitaboreka kwa haraka. Mimi naunga sana huu mswada mkono, na tutataka hizi hospitali zetu ziwe mzuri, na tuanze sisi kwenda, ndio watu wataona haya mambo sio kusema tu, ni kusema na kutenda. Na hii itabadilisha Kenya. rais wetu yale nia yake nzuri itawezekana. Kusema ukweli, Bi Speaker, yani sisi hii SHA ndo sasa tunaona kweli mambo yanafanyika. Yani hospitali ya ndani hivyo kama Kiunga ipate milioni 4 kwa mara ya kwanza ilikuwa ni history. Na history zimekuwa nyingi, Bi Speaker. Barabara sasa hizi zimefanywa kwetu na rais wetu huyu. Mimi leo nimeingia Nikidunda hivi. Nikidunda mwenyewe Nikidunda. Leo najiona Mkenya. Kwangu nimepata barabara ya kwanza inchi ya kwanza ya tarmac. Nashukuru. Rais huyu kazi anatutendea. Na sisi tumsupport, tufanye kazi vizuri. Tuende mahospitali ya umma.
Honorable Rueda.
Thank you.
We have schools. We have several schools, honorable members, you may have noticed, and I would not want them to leave before we recognize them. We have in the speakers gallery this morning, Gashada Secondary School from Kirinyaga East constituency in Kirinyaga County. Let's welcome them our usual way. Cheryl Belek Secondary from Sotik constituency in Bomet County. Kairi St. Mary's School from Gatundu North in Kiambu County. And seated in the public gallery this morning, we have Ekone Junior School, Mwingi Central constituency in Kitui County. You are all welcome to the National Assembly to continue observing proceedings of the House. Thank you. You have 2 minutes. You have actually 1 minute and 12 seconds, Honorable Rueda.
Asante. Ndio nimalizie. Tunasema hospitali zetu, zahanati zetu ziboreshwe. Kila hospitali, hata ile wanaita kiwango cha namba 3, cha namba 4, zote ziwekwe hizi viwanda vya oksijeni. Kila pahali ikitokea dharura iwe mtu atasaidika na watu wawe na moyo zaidi ya kwenda zile hospitali. Na madaktari wote wawe pale. Kama sisi Lamu Mashariki, hospitali yetu ya karibu ambao ni inaitwa level 6 ni hapa Kenyatta Hospital. Hii SHA ikifanya hivi itatusaidia sisi zaidi, tutasaidika. Manake hapa angalau kuna hospitali 6 za level 6 ambapo ziko kwa maeneo karibu huku. Lakini sisi ndio tunajua umuhimu wa SHA tukiwa mbali. Tukiwa mbali hospitali zetu zikiwekwa vifaa vizuri, huduma nzuri, tutafaidika zaidi. Hatuna haja kufanya safari.
Go further and amend the laws, the health laws, so that to make sure we operationalize this motion. Madam Speaker, if you check our public hospitals, the Kenyatta National Hospital, which was built many years ago by the government of Kenya, using millions of money. Kenyatta National Hospital, Madam Speaker, up to today as we speak.
Honorable members, time for this motion has come to the end, and I give you 1 minute to conclude.
No, maybe 2 minutes, Madam Speaker, because I had planned my for more than 2. So I was saying, Madam Speaker.
And for those who have, I can see several cards. If the chair feels magnanimous, she can also share her 10 minutes for reply to several of you.
I will ask her to give me.
Honorable Kagogo, you have 1 minute to conclude.
Yes. So it will, the 1 minute or 2 minutes will come after me, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I was saying, Kenyatta National Hospital, which was built in Kenya for the first time, if you check, they have not even opened even a branch outside, even Nairobi or anywhere. But as hospital like the private hospital like Nairobi, the Aga Khan, which came up later, Madam Speaker, they have branches almost everywhere across the country, and actually because of public resources. Because including the members of parliament here, Madam Speaker, even our medical scheme, many members, and or even no member, can go to Kenyatta National Hospital using the parliamentary service medical card we are given. Because one, we need to improve the facilities in our public hospitals. Number 2, Madam Speaker, the doctors you will find in Nairobi Hospital, in Aga Khan Hospital, in Nairobi West Hospital, and all other public, private hospitals, Madam Speaker, they are the same public doctors you will find in Kenyatta National Hospital.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Honorable Kagogo, and also our Chair for Water and Blue Economy. Now I'll give a chance to the Honorable Sabina Chege, a mover of this motion, to reply. You may proceed, Honorable Sabina Chege.
Madam Speaker, allow me to, before I finish, I donate Honorable Emas had shown some interest, and Honorable Mulanya and Honorable Jaras. 1 minute each, and then Madam Speaker can conclude. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Sabina, and I really want to appreciate you for bringing forth this motion. Honorable Speaker, there is need to increase the quality of care and services as proposed in the motion. And I just want to touch on 2 areas. It is not about the infrastructure, because most of the public institutions have the infrastructure. What we are lacking the most, one is staff. Enough doctors and nurses to offer the services. And 2, we are lacking medication in these hospitals. Honorable Speaker, Kenyans have embraced SHA. Progressively, many Kenyans are registering. But I expect when a person goes to the local dispensary, like Lukolis Hospital in my constituency or Alupe, they should be able to get the basic care and medication. But you'll find that there is even no painkiller. So we need it to improve, and we must start by...
Thank you, Honorable Mary Emase. The Honorable Mulanya.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, allow me to congratulate Honorable Sabina Chege for bringing this particular motion. And of concern on my end is that, yes, we have a policy whereby we have allowed civil servants and public officers to be treated using the insurance schemes they have in private hospitals. But what we don't know is that you go to Kenyatta Hospital, the best doctors are employed by the government. These best doctors are practicing at Nairobi Hospital. So these public officers now end up being to Nairobi Hospital by the public, by doctors employed by the public office from Kenyatta Hospital. So we end up sending money to private entities at the expense of government entities. Madam Speaker, allow me to congratulate Honorable Sabina Chege. I support this motion to have a mandatory use.
Thank you very much. The Honorable Jalango, aka Jalas.
Thank you so much, Madam Speaker. And on onset, let me thank Madam Honorable Sabina Chege for this motion. You cannot fight for something fully when you don't get benefits from it. And for us to now start allocating more money to our public institutions like the hospitals, we as leaders must start using the public hospitals. For example, Kenyatta National Hospital here provides some of the best services. But if you have a chance to use your insurance to a private hospital, you will always go to that private hospital. Let it be mandatory that public servants use public hospitals, and even insurance companies that provide our covers must also be told not to cover leaders if it is for private hospital. If you want to go for private treatment, use your own money. If you want to use your the government cover, go and use the public hospital. Thank you so much, Madam Speaker.
Definitely, I see your hand is up. What is out of order? Nothing is out of order, Mheshimiwa? I would like to hear him. Please give him the mic.
There's nothing out of order.
Honorable Dr. Guyo Jaldesa.
Yes.
What is out of order?
It's not out of order. What I just wanted to make a small contribution to the debate.
Yeah. You may get seated. I know you are a gynecologist. Actually, you would have done very well in addressing this matter. But those who are speaking now are those who have been lucky to have a minute donated by the mover. So you are not going to contribute on this one. You'll get another opportunity at a later time. Honorable Sabina, you may conclude.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. First and foremost, Madam Speaker, I want to thank all my colleagues, honorable members of this House, for supporting this motion. As I said, Madam Speaker, having been a former chair of health, my own personal experience, I've had a father who has been sick for a very long time, so I've had access to both private and public institutions. Madam Speaker, I just want to urge members of this House that we have very good and qualified doctors in our public institutions. Madam Speaker, what we need is to finance enough these public institutions. Let them know that any minute, a member of parliament, a police officer, a senior teacher, might be head of public service, can walk into these hospitals so that, Madam Speaker, we will have these hospitals well prepared. The amount of money we have from our insurance that is covered by the government and that is by the taxpayers' money, it is enough. As we even said that the government needs to add more money, we might not even need to add more money, Madam Speaker, because from our insurance cover, that money can be plowed back. We'll have enough doctors, we will have enough staff members, nurses, we'll have clean facilities, Madam Speaker. And as one of the members said, Madam Speaker, about UHC, it's just about affordability. We're already giving money through SHA. It's about affordability and also accessibility. Madam Speaker, sometimes even when we said we have devolved health, you'll find that our people go, they're paid for SHA, you're told there is no medication, so you have to go and buy in a pharmacy. And you'll find that it's kind of a cartel, Madam Speaker, that even the public, some of the equipment in our public facilities where we are saying, yes, we may need more equipment, but they might be working, but they are sabotaged so that you can be sent to a nearest private facility to go for a CT scan, to go for an X-ray. And it is sad, Madam Speaker, and I would, because I've seen Honorable Nyikal here, I have two requests. One, I would like your committee to investigate on the amount of money that is being paid out by SHA. What is being paid to the public facilities, and I know we already have around 42% of our public facilities, and what is going to a private facility. Why would we pay around 100 million to a private, very small private hospital that is giving cancer treatment, and compared to what we are paying the entire Kenyatta University referral, Moi Teaching referral, Kisii Level 5, even the Jaramogi Oginga, or the amount of money we are paying to Kenyatta National Hospital. Why would a small facility that only offer one service, and it's publicly known in Kenya, be paid millions of shillings from SHA? Honorable Nyikal, and allow me, Madam Speaker, through the Speaker, to address you. Last night, as a mother, I was very disturbed by a case I saw from Machakos, and I wish and I hope the women rep Machakos and the leaders from Machakos can follow that matter. And Honorable Nyikal, with your committee, kindly help that mother whose child was operated in a facility in Machakos. First, she was forced to pay 5,000. I watched 9 p.m. news yesterday, around 9:35 p.m. You can go back to your YouTube and see. And then this child, the mother was forced first to pay 5,000 shillings. Then the doctor messed up with the child. The child needed emergency, so she even borrowed 50,000 to get an ambulance. And the ambulance, when they were leaving the hospital, they were meant to be taken for referral in Kenyatta Hospital. But then the mother ended up in a facility, small facility in Isili, where this baby has been held. And the mother, till now, cannot be able to access to see the condition of her child, who is in ICU, because she has been asked to pay 3 million Kenyan shilling. I saw that lady crying. Where can she get 3 million? Her child is being held in the funny facility in Isili. Why, Honorable Nyikal? Why would we have our citizens suffering when you have been forced to go and use a private facility because they need money? And investigate also. Sometimes you'll go, some of the services that are offered when you're going with an insurance or with this